For question 19, we are given this question. A straight fence has two end posts as well as other posts that are divided evenly along the fence 4 meters apart. Now remember, highlighting the key points can be really helpful. So already I can see that there's two end posts. That seems really important. I'm going to highlight that. I can also see that they are 4 meters apart. So that looks really important. The next says, if the fence is to be 264 meters long, how many posts are needed, including the end posts? So the fact that it's 264 meters long, that would be worth highlighting. And the question that I'm looking to answer is how many posts are needed. So that's really important as well, that we answer the question. So there's two end posts. All the posts are 4 meters apart. The fence is 264 meters long. How many posts are needed? So to help us understand this, let's look at a little picture. So say I had this really long fence line. At the beginning, it starts with a post. Every 4 meters, there is another post. That's what the question's telling us, that every 4 meters, there's a post. Now this fence goes along for 264 meters, okay? So what we need to do is we need to divide this 264 meters by 4 to see how many of these sections are along the fence. So we're going to set up that algorithm. So we're going to divide 4 into 264. 4 into 2 doesn't go. 4 into 26 goes 6 times with 2 left over, because 6 4s are 24. I've got 2 left over. Now I've got 4 into 24, and that goes exactly 6 times. So I know that along this fence, there are 66 sections of 4 meters long. The question asks me how many posts are needed. So we can see at the end of every section, there's a post. So that means that there's 66 posts at the ends of each. But we also have this extra 1 post at the beginning. So there's not 66 posts, there's actually 67 posts. Question 20 says a truck can carry up to 7 tons of rock. What is the minimum number of trips needed to transport 130 tons of rock? So here's our key points. We've got our 7 tons of rock. We want the minimum number of trips, and we're transporting 130 tons. Okay, so again, we're going to do 130 and we're dividing by 7 to see how many trips we need to do. 7 into 1 doesn't go. 7 into 13 goes once. 1 times 7 is 7, and it leaves 6 left over. Now 7 into 60, if you're not sure how many times 7 goes into 60, remember you have your times tables on the back. So you can look them up. And if we do 7, going on our 7 times tables, we can see that there's a 63. That's too many, but there's a 56. So I can see that 7 times 8 is 56. So it goes in 8 times, and there's going to be a few left over. So back to our question. It's going to go in 8 times, okay, because 7 8s were 56, and that leaves 4 left over. Remember, we write that as 4/7. So I can't do 18 and 4/7 trips. That doesn't make sense. So the question asks for the minimum number of trips. Now, if I did 18 trips, I would still have a little bit left over. So to make sure all 130 tons are actually transported, I would need to do 19 trips. So there are 19 trips needed. See how I'm making sure that my answer, so I've got my working out and my answer is very clear on the page. Question 21, these are more division questions. So we're going to set up our algorithm. Into 7 into 1, 6, 9, 1. 7 into 1 doesn't go. 7 into 16 goes twice. 2 7s are 14. And there's 2 left over. The 2 leftovers going here on the 9. 7 into 29. Remember, if you're stuck, look at your times tables. 3 7s are 21. 4 7s are 28. So it goes in 4 times, and there's 1 left over. 7 into 11 only fits once, and we have 4 left over. Remember, our remainders are written as a fraction. There is 4 left over, and we were dividing by 7, so it's 4/7. And for the next division, 3 into 90,009. 3 into 9 goes 3 times. 3 into 0 goes 0. 3 into 0 goes 0. 3 into 0 goes 0. And 3 into 9 goes 3. There's no remainder for that, so we just leave it as it is. Question 22. A digger can scoop 29 scoops per hour and work 7 hours a day. Now they sound very important facts, so I'm going to underline them. 29 scoops per hour, 7 hours per day. Approximately how many scoops can be dug over 10 working days? So 10 working days is important. And what was the question? How many scoops? Okay, so they're my important information in the question that I've highlighted. So 29 scoops per day, 7 hours per day for 10 days. So we're going to start with working out what you do in one day. So 29 per hour for 7 hours. I'm going to do 29 times 7. Now you may use the algorithm to do this. 7 9s are 63. So the 3 is the unit. So I write that at the bottom. And the 6 is the 10s, carry that up. 2 7s are 14. But I've got this 6 I need to add on. So 14 plus 6 is 20. There's no more numbers to multiply, so I've just got a 20 here. So I know it's 203, and that was for each day. But I'm going to do it for 10 days. So I need to do 203 times 10. Now, timesing 10 is nice. We like that one. That's where you just add the 0 on the end because everything's moving up a place value. So if I know that 203 times 10, it would be 2,030. So in 10 days, there are 2,030 scoops. All right, this one here, got to remember our order of operations. So the first thing we're going to do is the brackets. 7 minus 5, that's going to be 2. So the question becomes 16 minus 2 times 2 plus 6. The next thing according to order of operations is the multiplication. So I need to work out what 2 times 2 is, and it's going to be 4. So now it's 16 minus 4 plus 6. Now I have a minus and a plus. These are equal in order of operations, so I just work left to right. So 16 minus 4 will give me 12. Then I add 6 and I'm going to get 18, and that's my final answer. And we'll fit in the last page too. Putting brackets in for this question to make it equal to 2. I can see here 21 divided by 3. I know that that would give me 7. And I know that 10 plus 4 would give me 14. So that gives me 14 divided by 7 is 2. All right, question 25. Let's get our highlighter out again. Quotients, really important word of 60 and 12. Subtracted from, product of 5 and 7. So we've got two things we've got to do separately, and then we're going to combine them with subtraction. So the quotient of 60 and 12, you need to remember that quotient means divide. That's really important. We understand what that word is. So quotient of 60 and 12 means 60 divided by 12. 60 divided by 12, if I'm not sure, remember, you go to your times tables. And if you go down, oh, that doesn't have 12s on them. If you go down your 12 times tables, you will find that the answer is 5. Then we have product. Product is multiplication. 5 times 7 is 35. So I've got the quotient worked out, I've got the product worked out, but now I need to do the subtraction. So it says that this one is subtracted from this one. So I have 35 and I'm subtracting 5 from it. 35 minus 5 is 30. And we've done the number section.